It's the Christmas season. Everyone knows a great place to go on the internet for ideas on crafts is Pinterest. So I went online, looked up a few fun craft ideas, and picked out a few special ones for us to do today. First up, we have a melted crayon ornament. Now what you're going to need for this is a clear glass Christmas ball, some crayons, and a hairdryer. I guess just snap some crayon off, put it in there. I just tried to pick some colors I thought would look good together. And then I guess we just start it up and melt it till it looks good. Let's find out. It's hot. It actually didn't come out too bad, but I'd say it's probably pretty easy to get a very similar effect just using paint, and you don't run the risk of hurting yourself or your kids with burning your hand on how hot this little glass ball gets when you're blowing that hairdryer on it, because it starts to heat up. Not a great idea in general. Doesn't look the worst, but to use paint, I think, is a time-honored tradition that I don't think needs to be cast aside just so you can look a little artsier and tell your friends, "Ooh, I made it with melted crayon." Because who is that going to impress, really? So it's Christmas break and your kids are home, and you are trying your best not to pull your hair out while dealing with these little monsters, counting down the days till you can shove them back onto the public education system and not have to deal with them anymore. The best way and most common way to deal with this is, of course, drinking. But as you crack open that 12th bottle of wine, you say to yourself, what do I do with all these corks? Pinterest has the answer for you. Top 11 list of best wine cork do-it-yourself Christmas decorations. We're just going to be taking a look at a few of them and just really get into them. Alright, let's get started. The most simple one that they have on there is the snowman. For that, they recommend you just take a cork, paint it white, get a little bit of black paint, do the face, and there you have it. A craft so easy you can do it immediately after finishing your bottle of wine. Now these next few are going to involve cutting the corks, so I suggest waiting till you sober up a little bit to try these ones out. This next one we're going to do is a Christmas tree. We're going to cut these corks in half. Now we're going to glue them together. Christmas tree. And now you have your little alcohol-scented Christmas tree. You could hang it on your actual tree, or just sit it on your table and let everyone know, hey, I drink a little too much. This last one we have is actually a reindeer. Cut up our cork again. This one we're actually going to cut into quarters. Put together. Decorating it a little bit with this pipe cleaner. Got yourself a little reindeer there. This next one we're going to make is called a fabric Christmas tree. For this craft, they have used the cinnamon stick for the trunk of the tree, which I think is a good idea as it could offset the smell of the wine corks that you've used to make the rest of your crafts. So for this, you just take strips of cloth and you tie it around this in the form of a tree. They also suggest that you put a little star on top of your tree. So there we go. And just as I suspected, it looks terrible. It looks like a cinnamon stick with a bunch of fabric tied to it. It's not great. Now this next craft is a spin on a classic. Everyone knows about the hand turkey we make for Thanksgiving, but what about the Santa hand? Yeah, this is one where there's lots of examples of, but it's essentially just a handprint you turn into Santa Claus. Red, make it look a little bit more like Santa. Use this thumb as the hat. Something more closely akin to a Christmas jellyfish. So now that we've made our crafts, there are a few things you can do with them. You can use them to decorate your house for little JC's birthday. Some of them might be a little disturbing, but he has bigger fish to fry. You could give them out as gifts, or, of course, use them in your Santa Claus shrine.